Welcome back. In this lecture, we'll apply what we have learned about joins to a real-world scenario using our CSV files. We'll focus on performing an inner join to combine sales reps data with sales data, and we'll calculate aggregated sales totals grouped by sales reps. Let's get started. We'll work with two CSV files. They are part of data folder here. You can see this is sales reps data.csv. This is Toyota sales data.csv. We'll create data frames using these two CSV files. You can see the code here. Now let's run this. It is throwing some error. It is saying no such file or directory. Let me see what is going wrong here. This is data. This is car sales. So there is a subfolder under data. I missed that. That's why it is failing. Let me specify the correct path here. It is nothing but data car sales, then sales reps data, and also data car sales, then Toyota sales data. Both of these have extensions. The extension is nothing but CSV. Now let me run this. This time it have ran successfully. Let's preview the data of sales reps data here. You can see the outcome. There are 22 records in sales reps. Now let me preview the sales data as well. Here the second data frame name is nothing but Toyota sales data. You can see the outcome. This data frame have 5000 rows or records and 7 columns. Let's review the column names of both the data frames. In this case, I am saying sales reps data dot columns to get all the column names. In the same manner, let me say Toyota sales data dot columns to get all the column names of Toyota sales data. Now rep ID is the unique field in sales reps data. The corresponding field in Toyota sales data which contain rep ID is nothing but sale rep ID. Using these two, we should be able to join without any issues. Here the goal is to match each sales record with the corresponding sales rep by joining on rep ID from sales reps data and sale rep ID from Toyota sales data. The code will be something like this. You can say merged underscore data equal to pd.merge. Then you have to specify the left dataset. As per the best practices, the left dataset should be the parent dataset or left table should be parent table. In this case, it is nothing but sales reps data. Then the right dataset, which is nothing but Toyota sales data. Then we have to say left on. When it comes to the sales reps data, the primary key field is nothing but rep ID. Then right on. Here we have to specify sale rep ID. That is the field name in Toyota sales data which contain rep ID. Then how equal to inner so that the inner join can be performed. Now a new data frame is created. Let's preview the data. You can see the outcome here. There are 5000 rows and 15 columns. The 15 columns are coming from both the datasets. They are nothing but sales reps dataset and also Toyota sales dataset. Now let's get into the details about aggregating sales data by sales reps. After merging the data, let's calculate the total sale amount for each sales rep so that we can aggregate sales data by sales reps. So here I can say sales by rep equal to merge data dot group by. When it comes to group by, you have to pass the column names using which you wanted to group the data in the form of list. I'll be grouping the data using multiple fields. I haven't covered all the aggregations yet. You'll be learning quite a lot in the subsequent modules or lectures. For now, let's get into an example just to understand how to perform downstream data processing operations on top of merged results or joined results. So in this case, I'll be grouping the data using 4 fields from sales reps. They are nothing but rep ID, then first name, then last name, then region. After grouping the data, I wanted to use sale amount. Using sale amount, I wanted to perform the aggregation. In this case, I wanted to perform sum so that I get total sale amount. When I run this, here I am going to get rep ID, first name, last name, region, and then total sale amount by region for that given rep ID. Now let me run this. Let me preview the output. Sales by rep. You can see the outcome here. The outcome is of type series. You can check the type here. This is series object. Series contains only the index and value. You can see here the index is nothing but the group by fields. So it's a 4-column index. So rep ID, first name, last name, and region are part of index. Then total sale amount is shown here as value. To ensure we get a data frame when it comes to sales by rep, and also all the fields are regular columns in the data frame, we should use a function called as reset index. Now let's run this, and let's run this. You can see this is of type data frame. The data frame contains 5 fields: rep ID, first name, last name, region, and sale amount. Depending upon the field on which we performed the aggregation, it have inherited the name. This is how you should be able to create a data frame with respect to sales by rep. Now let's go through another example. In this case, let's add a calculated column for commission earned by each sales rep based on the commission percentage. Here we'll be performing the operation on top of merged data itself. We are not going to perform the operations on top of sales by rep. So here I can say merged underscore data, then commission earned equal to merged data, then sale amount multiplied by merged data commission percentage. So the advantage of this is you will not only get the original fields, you will also get additional field called as commission earned, where it will display the commission earned for each sale by rep in each transaction. First, let's make sure we review the merged data. You can see the outcome here. You have rep ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, blah, blah, blah. Let's only check few fields. The fields which I wanted to check are nothing but rep ID. Here I have to specify in double square brackets. After rep ID, I wanted to see first name, then last name, then commission percentage. Before commission percentage, I also wanted to see sale amount. Now let's run this. You can see the outcome. Some of the commission percentage values are NIN. In case if you wanted to convert it to 0, if these are NIN, you should be able to use fill NA and you can take it forward. Now I should be able to say merged data sale amount times merged data commission percentage. Let me say fill NA of 0. Now let me run this. It have ran successfully. Let me make sure I get not only these but also commission earned. Let me line break for the readability purpose. You can see all the 6 fields. Now let me run this. However, it is failing. It is saying commission earned is not in index, or commission earned not in index. You can see here there is a typo, that's why it is failing. It is saying commission earned not in index. So here the typo needs to be fixed. Now let me run this. You can see the outcome as per the expectations. In case if you wanted to round commission earned to 2 decimals, you can do that as well. So here you can say round off, comma 2. You can see the outcome as per the expectations. On top of merged data, you can also handle missing data. In case of any missing data in the sales records, you can fill the data with corresponding default values. It can be unknown if they are strings. It can be 0 if they are numeric values. For example, commission percentage is NIN. On top of merged data, if you wanted to set it to 0, you should be able to use fill NA and you can take it forward. In this case, I can say merged data. First, let me preview the data. In this case, I am only saying rep ID, sale amount, then commission percentage. You can see there are quite a lot of NINs. You can actually say merged data dot or column. In this case, column name is nothing but commission percentage dot fill NA of 0 in place equal to true. Now we should be able to preview the result. You can see the outcome as per the expectations. Now let us also go through end-to-end scenarios so that you understand how operations are typically performed on top of join results. First, let me make sure I start with creating the data frames again. I have copied these 4 lines of code and then I'm pasting here. Once I paste, I'll run again. That way, both the data frames are reset. Now I'll be using the merge logic. Let me copy this. Let me paste. This will give me the merged data frame which will contain inner join results. First, let me just check values related to rep ID, email, then sale amount, then commission percentage. Let me make sure the sales reps data have email in it. For that I can say columns. You can see email here. Let's preview the data. You can see there are quite a lot of NINs in commission percentage. First, let me say merged data dot fill NA. Actually, it should be merged data, then commission percentage dot fill NA of 0 with in place equal to true. Now let's make sure we preview these fields in the merged data. As we have said in place equal to true, the commission percentage NINs are set to 0. So you can see here. Now I would like to compute commission earned by each sales rep. Here we are seeing sale amount and commission percentage for each sale. First, we'll make sure we compute commission earned for each sale. Then using that information, we'll try to compute commission earned by each sales rep. The way we can develop logic is like this. So in this case, I can say merged data commission earned equal to round off merged data sale amount multiplied by merged data commission percentage. I would like to round the result to 2 decimals. Let me run this. Let me copy paste and add commission earned. You can see the results here. The results are as per the expectations. For each sale, we are able to get commission earned. Now I wanted to get commission earned by rep. So I can say commission earned by rep equal to merged data group by. I wanted to see rep ID and email. Hence, I'll be specifying those 2 columns here, rep underscore ID, comma email. Then commission earned, then dot backward slash sum reset index. Let me run this, then let me preview the outcome. It should contain 3 fields, rep ID, email and commission earned. You can see the results as per the expectations. Because we have used reset index, it have created a data frame when it comes to commission earned by rep. This is how you should be able to come up with complete logic based on your requirement. Here we have filled NINs with zeros and then we have grouped the data by rep ID and email and used commission earned, which is computed before the step, to actually get the commission earned by rep. Now let's talk about best practices which you typically have to follow when it comes to performing any joins in real world scenarios. First, you need to ensure you inspect data after joins. Always verify the result of the join by checking the row count and columns. You can use shape and functions such as isNull to get the number of rows and columns, and also if any of the columns have null values. In case if you wanted to get the total number of columns which contain nulls, you can actually use the logic something like this. You can say merged data dot isNull dot sum. You can see the outcome here. You see none of the fields have null values because when it comes to commission percentage, I have already set NINs to zeros. The second best practice is nothing but to group and aggregate carefully. Ensure you group by meaningful fields and aggregate numeric fields. Here I have just shown you an example. I haven't covered aggregations yet, so don't worry too much if you don't understand the key concepts related to aggregations. You will be learning quite a lot in subsequent modules and lectures. Also keep in mind, as a third best practice, you handle missing data, address NaN values after joins to maintain data integrity. That being said, this concludes our exploration of merging and joining datasets. In the next module, we'll dive into advanced data processing techniques like custom transformations, aggregations, so on and so forth.